Alright, what I'm working on today is I bought a pair of these 0204 Acura RSX headlight assemblies from our local thrift store. Okay, all of the brackets are here. Nothing's broken. It's got all the brackets like it's supposed to. That's what I give for them. $6.88 each. They're anywhere from $100 to $300 on the internet. The bad thing is it's expensive to ship them. It's like 45 bucks. So I'll probably start the bidding at 50 bucks plus 50 bucks shipping, because I'm going to have to get a box. But these are scratched up. I mean, you can feel that scratch, and they're a little dingy here at the top, a little dingy right there at the top. But I'm going to go ahead and do the same to these as I did the headlights on my Passat. So we'll go ahead and get everything set up, and I'll show you what we're going to do. So you can even get the scratches out if you try hard enough. And you're going to have to deal with the fan because it's over 100 degrees in the building today. It's supposed to be 110 with the heat index here. I'm even using the sandpaper that I used on my other headlights because it's good sandpaper. You can see just in a couple of minutes it's a pretty good scratch. Okay, there they are, 600. They're 99%. As far as all the scratches, nicks and stuff around. What I would do is, you got a scratch within, like I said, 95% of getting the scratch out with 600, leave it. Because you still got to do 1,000, you still got to do 2,000, you still got to do 3,000. So by the time you do all those steps, you're going to get the remainder of it out. I'm going to switch over to 600, I mean 1,000, and go from there. Okay, here's the difference. This was 600 grit. Okay, that's 1,000. Okay, just like I showed you yesterday or the day before. Okay. Clear. I know it's noisy, you got to deal with the fan, it's hot in here, so let me get this headlight done and move on. Alright, there's 1,000 grit. I forgot my sandpaper soaking. Somebody asked me in a PM, how long do you sand on them with each sandpaper? What I generally do is say 2 minutes on the 600, 3 minutes on the 1,000, 4 minutes on the 2,000, because what you're doing is when you put the 600 grit scratches in here, you got to get the 600 grit scratches out and replace them with 1,000 grit scratches. And then when you use 2,000 grit, you have to use the 2,000 grit to remove the 1,000 grit scratches. And then you progressively go up. You could actually do, say, 1,000 and go straight to 3,000. The only problem is you'll be sanding on it for 20 minutes with 3,000, because then you got to remove 1,000 grit scratches with 3,000 grit paper, which just doesn't, it's not very efficient, in my opinion. Okay, there's 1,000 people that are going to tell you different. You see how my headlights turn out. I bought the kits from Walmart to get you the little buffing pad. And, those are great for a pair of headlights that are, say, a couple of years old, that are just starting to show a little age to them. But headlights like this and the headlights like you've seen on my Passat, forget it. They won't touch those headlights. You physically have to remove, know, say a thousandth of an inch or whatever of material off of here to get down to some good material, because the top surface is just so bad on these. These weren't really bad. They had a lot of scratches and, you know, from being moved around and, you know, thrown around and tossed in a building probably. So that's the main thing on this. It had a couple of deep gouges in it, which are gone now. So we're going to get the 2000 on them and we'll show you what they look like after that. Okay, what I did on this headlight is I'd done about this much of it with 2000 grit for just a couple of minutes really quick, just to show you the progression. This is, say, 1000 and this is 2000. By the time you could probably buff that and get it shiny, but I'll do the 3000. If I had a 5000 grit Trizac pad, I'm gonna have to order some of those. I would 5000 grit them, and then they'd be almost usable like that. But I'll go ahead and do the rest of this headlight just so you can see. All right, this is probably been 4 or 5 minutes I've been sanding on this one. Headlight. I'll show you what it looks like here in a second. Right off, you can see the difference. That's 1000. Big difference. Alright, go ahead and do the other one. Matt from Slow SRT told me the problem I was having. I bought a DA pad that was a hook it. I bought the interface pad that was a hook it. But hooker paper isn't sticking to it. Come to find out, the DA pad is hook it 2. This is hook it 1 or whatever, just standard hooking. So what I do is I put a piece of sticky 80 grit on here, and it'll grip my paper enough to sand my headlights. Okay? That's 3000 grit. That's 2000 grit. I'm going to do this next one in real time so you can see how quick this goes. Now the compressor isn't going to kick on. I got an 80-gallon tank, so it'll run this DA for 5 or 10 minutes before it'll leave air. But when I go to flip this video on again, you might want to turn your volume down. You're going to hear the fan and the compressor DA going. So ready. Now you don't need a lot of water with this. Make sure that pad's on there. are these Trizac discs. They're foam. These are $6 to $8 each, but they're worth their weight in gold. You can use these things, I mean, you could probably DA a whole car with 2 of these to get ready to polish. So I'll clean that one up in my bucket of water, reuse that one in my bucket. The trick to this is doing this and not slinging the headlight off the counter.